أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome, Alhamdulillah, to another great night and a blessed night of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, we have now reached almost half of the Quran, the 15th juz. We will start tonight from Surah Al-Isra. So we'll be starting from the 15th juz, Surah Al-Isra. So I'll give it a minute or two for other attendees to join, inshallah. There are still people who are joining us. I can see the numbers are slowly increasing. But before we start, alhamdulillah, I just wanted to share something with you, which is, this Ramadan, how do we want to make sure that this Ramadan is the best of Ramadan, and how do we try and change our ways after Ramadan? You need to make a determination and a plan in terms of what you want to do after Ramadan and how you want to change. So ideally, you list down your plans and your aims and your goals, where you want to be in the next year. Even if you can, write down where you want to be in the next 5 years. Then that way you can start planning and you can start acting accordingly. Also, your habits that you had before Ramadan. You may find that, alhamdulillah, in Ramadan, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has helped you in terms of your obedience to Him. Because why? We're doing lots of tilawah of the Qur'an and we're fasting. And with fasting, the meaning of fasting is imsak, which means to refrain, to hold back. So when you're fasting, it's not just fasting from food and drink. You're fasting from certain haram actions that displeases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So do we want to continue our good deeds as like we're doing in Ramadan, outside of Ramadan? I would say that should be a simple question to answer, which is yes, of course, we should want to become better Muslims outside Ramadan, and we shouldn't only be Ramadan Muslims. Again, try and plan and list down your bad habits, list down your weaknesses and your strengths. Work on your strengths and strengthen them even more, and work on your defects, i.e. to stop them by taking the means of bettering yourself in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whether that is, say for example, you've got anger issues. So you need to find ways to help you reduce your anger. And you might have other issues that can be related to shahawat, which means desires for certain things in this dunya. Again, you need to find ways to refrain yourselves from these desires. And if this Ramadan has helped you, and if these actions have helped you in this Ramadan, then try to continue these ibadat that you're doing from this Ramadan, outside of Ramadan, then maybe you will be saved from the actions of the people of hellfire. So again, alhamdulillah, I can see people have joined. So we'll continue with our first Ustad, Abdullah al-Ma'moon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته شيخ أبو حنان.
الحمد لله. كيف الأمور؟
الحمد لله والله بخير الحمد لله. وكيف حالك أنت؟
الحمد لله بخير.
بارك الله فيك.
طيب. Can you undo your camera, Shaykh?
إن شاء الله. نعم تفضل.
Okay. Have you got your mic so we can hear you?
Yes, I have. Yes, sir.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
طيب, inshallah. Okay, so now we'll continue from Surah Al-Isra. Inshallah.
Inshallah. نعم.
You got the screen? Let me just have a look. Sahih International Translation, that's fine. Yeah, the size is okay as well. Okay, تفضل.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله لنريه من آياتنا إنه هو السميع البصير. وآتينا موسى الكتاب وجعلناه هدى لبني إسرائيل ألا تتخذوا من دوني وكيلا ذرية من حملنا مع نوح إنه كان عبدا شكورا. وقضينا إلى بني إسرائيل في الكتاب لتفسدن في الأرض مرتين ولتعلن علوا كبيرا. فإذا جاء وعد أولاهما بعثنا عليكم عبادا لنا أولي بأس شديد فجاسوا خلال الديار وكان وعدا مفعولا. ثم رددنا لكم الكرة عليهم وأمددناكم بأموال وبنين وجعلناكم أكثر نفيرا. إن أحسنتم أحسنتم لأنفسكم وإن أسأتم فلها. فإذا جاء وعد الآخرة ليسوءوا وجوهكم وليدخلوا المسجد كما دخلوه أول مرة وليتبروا ما علوا تتبيرا. عسى ربكم أن يرحمكم وإن عدتم عدنا وجعلنا جهنم للكافرين حصيرا. إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا وأن الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة أعتدنا لهم عذابا أليما. ويدعو الإنسان بالشر دعاءه بالخير وكان الإنسان عجولا. وجعلنا الليل والنهار آيتين فمحونا آية الليل وجعلنا آية النهار مبصرة لتبتغوا فضلا من ربكم ولتعلموا عدد السنين والحساب وكل شيء فصلناه تفصيلا. وكل إنسان ألزمناه طائره في عنقه ونخرج له يوم القيامة كتابا يلقاه منشورا. اقرأ كتابك كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا. من اهتدى فإنما يهتدي لنفسه، ومن ضل فإنما يضل عليها، ولا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى، وما كنا معذبين حتى نبعث رسولا. وإذا أردنا أن نهلك قرية أمرنا متر فيها ففسقوا فيها فحق عليها القول فدمرناها تدميرا. وكم أهلكنا من القرون من بعد نوح، وكفى بربك بذنوب عباده خبيرا بصيرا. من كان يريد العاجلة عجلنا له فيها ما نشاء لمن نريد ثم جعلنا له جهنم يصلاها مذموما مدحورا. ومن أراد الآخرة وسعى لها سعيها وهو مؤمن فأولئك كان سعيهم مشكورا. كلا نمد هؤلاء وهؤلاء من عطاء ربك، وما كان عطاء ربك محظورا. انظر كيف فضلنا بعضهم على بعض، وللآخرة أكبر درجات وأكبر تفضيلا. لا تجعل مع الله إلها آخر فتقعد مذموما مخذولا. وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا. إما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف ولا تنهرهما، وقل لهما قولا كريما. واخفض لهما جناح الذل من الرحمة وقل رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. ربكم أعلم بما في نفوسكم، إن تكونوا صالحين فإنه كان للأوابين غفورا. وآت ذا القربى حقه والمسكين وابن السبيل ولا تبذر تبذيرا. إن المبذرين كانوا إخوان الشياطين، وكان الشيطان لربه كفورا. وإما تعرضن عنهم ابتغاء رحمة من ربك ترجوها فقل لهم قولا ميسورا. ولا تجعل يدك مغلولة إلى عنقك ولا تبسطها كل البسط فتقعد ملوما محسورا. إن ربك يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر إنه كان بعباده خبيرا بصيرا ولا تقتلوا أولادكم خشية إملاق نحن نرزقهم وإياكم إن قتلهم كان خطأ كبيرا ولا تقربوا الزنا إنه كان فاحشة وساء سبيلا ولا تقتلوا النفس التي حرم الله إلا بالحق ومن قتل مظلوما فقد جعلنا لوليه سلطانا فلا يسرف في القتل إنه كان منصورا ولا تقربوا مال اليتيم إلا بالتي هي أحسن حتى يبلغ أشده وأوفوا بالعهد إن العهد كان مسؤولا وأوفوا الكيل إذا كلتم وزنوا بالقسطاس المستقيم ذلك خير وأحسن تأويلا ولا تقف ما ليس لك به علم إن السمع والبصر والفؤاد كل أولئك كان عنه مسؤولا ولا تمش في الأرض مرحا إنك لن تخرق الأرض ولن تبلغ الجبال طولا كل ذلك كان سيئه عند ربك مكروها ذلك مما أوحى إليك ربك من الحكمة ولا تجعل مع الله إلها آخر فتلقى في جهنم ملوما مدحورا أفأصفاكم ربكم بالبنين واتخذ من الملائكة إناثا إنكم لتقولون قولا عظيما ولقد صرفنا في هذا القرآن ليذكروا وما يزيدهم إلا نفورا قل لو كان معه آلهة كما يقولون إذا لابتغوا إلى ذي العرش سبيلا سبحانه وتعالى عما يقولون علوا كبيرا تسبح له السماوات السبع والأرض ومن فيهن وإن من شيء إلا يسبح بحمده ولكن لا تفقهون تسبيحهم إنه كان حليما غفورا وإذا قرأت القرآن جعلنا بينك وبين الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة حجابا مستورا وجعلنا على قلوبهم أكنة أن يفقهوه وفي آذانهم وقرا وإذا ذكرت ربك في القرآن وحده ولوا على أدبارهم نفورا نحن أعلم بما يستمعون به إذ يستمعون إليك وإذ هم نجوى إذ يقول الظالمون إن تتبعون إلا رجلا مسحورا انظر كيف ضربوا لك الأمثال فضلوا فلا يستطيعون سبيلا وقالوا أإذا كنا عظاما ورفاتا أإنا لمبعوثون خلقا جديدا قل كونوا حجارة أو حديدا أو خلقا مما يكبر في صدوركم فسيقولون من يعيدنا قل الذي فطركم أول مرة فسينغضون إليك رؤوسهم ويقولون متاه قل عسى أن يكون قريبا يوم يدعوكم فتستجيبون بحمده وتظنون إن لبثتم إلا قليلا.
جزاكم الله خير شيخ.
وجزاك بارك الله فيكم.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Barakallah feekum. That was the recitation by our Ustad Abdullah Al-Ma'moon. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from him and increase him in goodness and raise his ranks in the hereafter. Allahumma ameen. Alhamdulillah, we've come to the next hour. We'll take a quick minute break for our participants to catch up. I'll give 1 minute break. I'll give actually a 2 minute break so that our participants can catch up. Alhamdulillah, we have had a lot of attendees that has just joined us. So we'll just let everyone catch up. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah. La ilaha illallah, Allahu akbar, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inna kunna لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين اللهم زدنا في التقوى اللهم زدنا في التقوى اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة من كل شيطان وهامة ومن كل عين لامة اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا أستغفر الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه أستغفر الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه أستغفر الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه Bismillah, we'll start shortly inshallah, so if everyone can be prepared. Now we have our guest, again the young Hafad, Brother Riyan. Can you unmute your mic and come on inshallah?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, Shaykhana?
Fine, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. How was your day? How was your fast today?
Yeah, it was good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So when did you start fasting, Brother Riyan? What age? When did you start?
I started just like trying to fast from like around the age of 8, but not all, just some.
Okay, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So how are you enjoying this Ramadan?
It's good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Something different, inshallah. Next year, you're going to become a hafiz, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Hopefully you lead in a masjid.
Inshallah.
Okay, so we're going to start now. The verse we're going to start from, can you see the screen?
Yes.
كل عبادي يقول التي هي أحسن. This one, okay? Okay, بسم الله تفضل.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقل لعبادي يقولوا التي هي أحسن إن الشيطان ينزغ بينهم إن الشيطان كان للإنسان عدوا مبينا. ربكم أعلم بكم إن يشأ يرحمكم أو إن يشأ يعذبكم وما أرسلناك عليهم وكيلا. وربك أعلم بمن في السماوات والأرض ولقد فضلنا بعض النبيين على بعض وآتينا داود زبورا. قل ادعوا الذين زعمتم من دونه فلا يملكون كشف الضر عنكم ولا تحويلا. أولئك الذين يدعون يبتغون إلى ربهم الوسيلة أيهم أقرب ويرجون رحمته ويخافون عذابه إن عذاب ربك كان محذورا. وإن من قرية إلا نحن مهلكوها قبل يوم القيامة أو معذبوها عذابا شديدا كان ذلك في الكتاب مستورا. وما منعنا أن نرسل بالآيات إلا أن كذب بها الأولون وآتينا ثمود الناقة مبصرة فظلموا بها وما نرسل بالآيات إلا تخويفا. وإذ قلنا لك إن ربك أحاط بالناس وما جعلنا الرؤيا التي أريناك إلا فتنة للناس والشجرة الملعونة في القرآن ونخوفهم فما يزيدهم إلا طغيانا كبيرا. وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس قال أأسجد لمن خلقت طينا قال أرأيتك هذا الذي كرمت علي لئن أخرتني إلى يوم القيامة لأحتنكن ذريته إلا قليلا. قال اذهب فمن تبعك منهم فإن جهنم جزاؤكم جزاء موفورا. واستفزز من استطعت منهم بصوتك وأجلب عليهم بخيلك ورجلك وشاركهم في الأموال وشاركهم في الأموال والأولاد وعدهم وما يعدهم الشيطان إلا غرورا إن عبادي ليس لك عليهم سلطان وكفى بربك وكيلا ربكم الذي يزجي لكم الفلك في البحر لتبتغوا من فضله إنه كان بكم رحيما وإذا مسكم الضر في البحر ضل من تدعون إلا إياه فلما نجاكم إلى البر أعرضتم وكان الإنسان كفورا أفأمنتم أن يخسف بكم جانب البر أو يرسل عليكم حاصبا ثم لا تجدوا لكم وكيلا أم أمنتم أن يعيدكم فيه تارة أخرى فيرسل عليكم قاصفا من الريح فيغرقكم بما كفرتم ثم لا تجدوا لكم علينا به تبيعا.
Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. Can you bring your brother forward? We'll have another quick minute break, inshallah.
Assalamu
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. We'll have another 1 minute break, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, Safwan.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How was your fast today, Shaykh?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. How long have you been fasting? Since what age?
8, but I've been fasting like properly from year 6.
MashaAllah. From year 6? Alhamdulillah. That's good. What year are you in now?
Year 7.
Year 7, alhamdulillah. Okay. You know one of my relatives, you're friends with him?
Yeah.
Idris?
Yeah.
Allahumma barik. Alhamdulillah, these young boys, mashallah, it's one of my relatives that I teach as well, Idris. Alhamdulillah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them. His friends and his companions, mashallah. This is the most important thing, that whenever we raise our kids, we have to make sure that our children, our nephews and our nieces have the best of companions. And subhanallah, they've got a good set of brothers, good set of friends, right? All of your friends are studying or doing some sort of Islamic activities. Yes, Safwan?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Well, do you study any other subject at the moment?
I do know. I study at normal school.
Okay, alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. Okay, we'll continue. Can we get the page for the Quran back? Okay. Safwan, can you see the verse that we're on? وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where we're going to recite from, inshallah.
Okay.
When you're ready, we can start. Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ولقد كرمنا بني آدم وحملناهم في البر والبحر ورزقناهم من الطيبات وفضلناهم على كثير ممن خلقنا تفضيلا. يوم ندعو كل أناس بإمامهم فمن أوتي كتابه بيمينه فأولئك يقرؤون كتابهم ولا يظلمون فتيلا. ومن كان في هذه أعمى فهو في الآخرة أعمى وأضل سبيلا. وإن كادوا ليفتنونك عن الذي أوحينا إليك لتفتري علينا غيره وإذا لاتخذوك خليلا. ولولا أن ثبتناك لقد كدت تركن إليهم شيئا قليلا. إذا لأذقناك ضعف الحياة وضعف الممات ثم لا تجد لك علينا نصيرا. وإن كادوا ليستفزونك من الأرض ليخرجوك منها وإذا لا يلبثون خلافك إلا قليلا. سنة من قد أرسلنا قبلك من رسلنا ولا تجد لسنتنا تحويلا. أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر إن قرآن الفجر كان مشهودا. ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك عسى أن يبعثك ربك مقاما محمودا. وقل ربي أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعلني من لدنك نصيرا. وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا. وننزل من القرآن ما هو شفاء ورحمة للمؤمنين ولا يزيد الظالمين إلا خسارا. وإذا أنعمنا على الإنسان أعرض ونأى بجانبه وإذا مسه الشر كان يئوسا. قل كل يعمل على شاكلته فربكم أعلم بمن هو أهدى سبيلا. ويسألونك عن الروح.
Safwan, can you go back to verse number 80? You missed a word. Yeah, this one. Can we read from there? Can we read again, please, inshallah?
وقل ربي أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعلني من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا. وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا. وننزل من القرآن ما هو شفاء ورحمة للمؤمنين ولا يزيد الظالمين إلا خسارا. وإذا أنعمنا على الإنسان
الرحمن أعرض ونأى بجانبه وإذا مسه الشر كان يئوسا قل كل يعمل على شاكلته فربكم أعلم بمن هو أهدى سبيلا ويسألونك عن الروح قل الروح من أمر ربي وما أوتيتم من العلم إلا قليلا ولئن شئنا لنذهبن بالذي أوحينا إليك ثم لا تجد لك به علينا وكيلا إلا رحمة من ربك إن فضله كان عليك كبيرا قل لئن اجتمعت الإنس والجن على أن يأتوا بمثل هذا القرآن لا يأتون بمثله ولو كان بعضهم لبعض ظهيرا ولقد صرفنا للناس في هذا القرآن من كل مثل فأبى أكثر الناس إلا كفورا وقالوا لن نؤمن لك حتى تفجر لنا من الأرض ينبوعا أو تكون لك جنة من نخيل وعنب فتفجر الأنهار خلالها تفجيرا أو تسقط السماء كما زعمت علينا كسفا أو تأتي بالله والملائكة قبيلا أو يكون لك بيت من زخرف أو ترقى في السماء ولن نؤمن لرقيك حتى تنزل علينا كتابا نقرأه قل سبحان ربي هل كنت إلا بشرا رسولا وما منع الناس أن يؤمنوا إذ جاءهم الهدى إلا أن قالوا أبعث الله بشرا رسولا قل لو كان في الأرض ملائكة يمشون مطمئنين لنزلنا عليهم من السماء ملكا رسولا قل كفى بالله شهيدا بيني وبينكم إنه كان عباده خبيرا بصيرا ومن يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد لهم أولياء من دونه ونحشرهم يوم القيامة على وجوههم عميا وبكما وصما مأواهم جهنم كلما خبت زدناهم سعيرا ذلك جزاؤهم بأنهم كفروا بآياتنا وقالوا أإذا كنا عظاما ورفاتا أإنا لمبعوثون خلقا جديدا.
Jazakumullah khairan, Safwan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, Shaykh. Your recitation was beautiful. Alhamdulillah. Keep going. Make sure you become a hafiz of the Qur'an. And don't just stop there. There's a lot more to be done after you become a hafiz. Okay, inshallah? Okay, so again, we'll see you again. And again, we want to know more about you, Shaykh. The audience wants to know more about you and your life and your background, as well as your brothers. And inshallah, we'll do that on another day. But Jazakumullah khairan for giving us your time. To your family, we said, Jazakumullah khairan aidan. And inshallah, we'll see you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
كيف أموركم شيخ؟
الحمد لله بخير جزاك الله خيرا.
نحن سعيد الحمد لله.
الحمد لله احنا أكثر والله.
يعني نشتاق أن نسمع صوتك قراءتك.
جزاكم الله خيرا وبارك الله فيكم يا أخي إن شاء الله.
Inshallah. We're going to start. So can we get the page back? The Shaykh is here.
نعم.
شيخ نبدأ من الآية أولم يروا أن الله
نعم إن شاء الله.
خلق السماوات والأرض.
إن شاء الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تفضل.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أولم يروا أن الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض قادر على أن يخلق مثلهم وجعل لهم أجلا لا ريب فيه فأبى الظالمون إلا كفورا. قل لو أنتم تملكون خزائن رحمة ربي إذا لأمسكتم خشية الإنفاق وكان الإنسان قتورا. ولقد آتينا موسى 9 آيات بينات فاسأل بني إسرائيل إذ جاءهم فقال له فرعون إني لأظنك يا موسى مسحورا. قال لقد علمت ما أنزل هؤلاء إلا رب السماوات والأرض بصائر وإني لأظنك يا فرعون مثبورا. فأراد أن يستفزهم من الأرض فأغرقناه ومن معه جميعا. وقلنا من بعده لبني إسرائيل اسكنوا الأرض فإذا جاء وعد الآخرة جئنا بكم لفيفا وبالحق أنزلناه وبالحق نزل وما أرسلناك إلا مبشرا ونذيرا وقرآنا فرقناه لتقرأه على الناس على مكث ونزلناه تنزيلا. قل آمنوا به أو لا تؤمنوا إن الذين أوتوا العلم من قبله إذا يتلى عليهم يخرون للأذقان سجدا ويقولون سبحان ربنا إن كان وعد ربنا لمفعولا ويخرون للأذقان يبكون ويزيدهم خشوعا.
Alhamdulillah, we just come to the verse of ayah of sajda. So everyone just do the sajda. the sujood.
قل ادعوا الله أو ادعوا الرحمن أيما تدعوا فله الأسماء الحسنى ولا تجهر بصلاتك ولا تخافت بها وابتغ بين ذلك سبيلا وقل الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ ولدا الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا قيما لينذر بأسا شديدا من لدنه ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا حسنا ماكثين فيه أبدا وينذر الذين قالوا اتخذ الله ولدا ما لهم به من علم ولا لآبائهم كبرت كلمة تخرج من أفواههم إن يقولون إلا كذبا فلعلك باخع نفسك على آثارهم إن لم يؤمنوا بهذا الحديث أسفا إنا جعلنا ما على الأرض زينة لها لنبلوهم أيهم أحسن عملا وإنا لجاعلون ما عليها صعيدا جرزا أم حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف والرقيم كانوا من آياتنا عجبا إذ أوى الفتية إلى الكهف فقالوا ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا فضربنا على آذانهم في الكهف سنين عددا ثم بعثناهم لنعلم أي الحزبين أحصى لما لبثوا أمدا نحن نقص عليك نبأهم بالحق إنهم فتية آمنوا بربهم وزدناهم هدى وربطنا على قلوبهم إذ قاموا فقالوا ربنا رب السماوات والأرض لن ندعو من دونه إلها لقد قلنا إذا شططا هؤلاء قومنا اتخذوا من دونه آلهة لولا يأتون عليهم بسلطان بين فمن أظلم ممن افترى على الله كذبا وإذ اعتزلتموهم وما يعبدون إلا الله
فأووا إلى الكهف ينشر لكم ربكم من رحمته ويهيئ لكم من أمركم مرفقا.
جزاكم الله خيرا Shaykhana. Inshallah, we'll take another quick break, and everyone can go and have their glasses of water, and we'll take a quick break. Alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar, wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanallah al-azim, subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanallah al-azim. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. Okay, can we get the verse page back?
وترى الشمس إذا طلعت تزاور عن كهفهم ذات اليمين وإذا غربت تقرضهم ذات الشمال وهم في فجوة منه ذلك من آيات الله من يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وتحسبهم أيقاظا وهم رقود ونقلبهم ذات اليمين وذات الشمال وكلبهم باسط ذراعيه بالوصيد لو اطلعت عليهم لوليت منهم فرارا ولملئت منهم رعبا وكذلك بعثناهم ليتساءلوا بينهم قال قائل منهم كم لبثتم قالوا لبثنا يوما أو بعض يوم قالوا ربكم أعلم بما لبثتم فابعثوا أحدكم بورقكم هذه إلى المدينة فلينظر أيها أزكى طعاما فليأتكم برزق منه وليتلطف ولا يشعرن بكم أحدا إنهم إن يظهروا عليكم يرجموكم أو يعيدوكم في ملتهم ولن تفلحوا إذا أبدا وكذلك أعثرنا عليهم ليعلموا أن وعد الله حق وأن الساعة لا ريب فيها إذ يتنازعون بينهم أمرهم فقالوا بنوا عليهم بنيانا ربهم أعلم بهم قال الذين غلبوا على أمرهم لنتخذن عليهم مسجدا سيقولون ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم ويقولون خمسة سادسهم كلبهم رجما بالغيب ويقولون سبعة وثامنهم كلبهم قل ربي أعلم بعدتهم ما يعلمهم إلا قليل فلا تمار فيهم إلا مراء ظاهرا ولا تستفت فيهم منهم أحدا ولا تقولن لشيء إني فاعل ذلك غدا إلا أن يشاء الله واذكر ربك إذا نسيت وقل عسى أن يهديني ربي لأقرب من هذا رشدا ولبثوا في كهفهم 300 سنين وازدادوا 9 قل الله أعلم بما لبثوا له غيب السماوات والأرض أبصر به وأسمع ما لهم من دونه من ولي ولا يشرك في حكمه أحدا واتل ما أوحي إليك من كتاب ربك لا مبدل لكلماته ولن تجد من دونه ملتحدا واصبر نفسك مع الذين يدعون ربهم بالغداة والعشي يريدون وجهه ولا تعد عيناك عنهم تريد زينة الحياة الدنيا ولا تطع من أغفلنا قلبه عن ذكرنا واتبع هواه وكان أمره فرطا وقل الحق من ربكم فمن شاء فليؤمن ومن شاء فليكفر إنا أعتدنا للظالمين نارا أحاط بهم سرادقها وإن يستغيثوا يغاثوا بماء كالمهل يشوي الوجوه بئس الشراب وساءت مرتفقا إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات إنا لا نضيع أجر من أحسن عملا أولئك لهم جنات عدن تجري من تحتهم الأنهار يحلون فيها من أساور من ذهب ويلبسون ثيابا خضرا من سندس واستبرق متكئين فيها على الأرائك نعم الثواب وحسنت مرتفقا.
Sheikh. Again, we'll take another quick 1 minute break until we'll get another minute rest, inshallah. You can have your glass of water. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Okay, Bismillah, you can get the verse page back. تفضل فضيلة الشيخ.
واضرب لهم مثل الرجلين جعلنا لأحدهما جنتين من أعناب وحففناهما بنخل وجعلنا بينهما زرعا كلتا الجنتين آتت أكلها ولم تظلم منه شيئا وفجرنا خلالهما نهرا وكان له ثمر فقال لصاحبه وهو يحاوره أنا أكثر منك مالا وأعز نفرا ودخل جنته وهو ظالم لنفسه قال ما أظن أن تبيد هذه أبدا وما أظن الساعة قائمة ولئن رددت إلى ربي لأجدن خيرا منها منقلبا قال له صاحبه وهو يحاوره أكفرت بالذي خلقك من تراب ثم من نطفة ثم سواك رجلا لكن هو الله ربي ولا أشرك بربي أحدا ولولا إذ دخلت جنتك قلت ما شاء الله لا قوة إلا بالله إن ترني أنا أقل منك مالا وولدا فعسى ربي أن يؤتيني خيرا من جنتك ويرسل عليها حسبانا من السماء فتصبح صعيدا زلقا أو يصبح ماؤها غورا فلن تستطيع له طلبا وأحيط بثمره فأصبح يقلب كفيه على ما أنفق فيها وهي خاوية على عروشها ويقول يا ليتني لم أشرك بربي أحدا ولم تكن له فئة ينصرونه من دون الله وما كان منتصرا هنالك الولاية لله الحق هو خير ثوابا وخير عقبا واضرب لهم مثل الحياة الدنيا كماء أنزلناه من السماء فاختلط به نبات الأرض فأصبح هشيما تذروه الرياح وكان الله على كل شيء مقتدرا المال والبنون زينة الحياة الدنيا والباقيات الصالحات خير عند ربك ثوابا وخير أملا ويوم نسير الجبال وترى الأرض بارزة وحشرناهم فلم نغادر منهم أحدا وعرضوا على ربك صفا لقد جئتمونا كما خلقناكم أول مرة بل زعمتم أن لن نجعل لكم موعدا ووضع الكتاب فترى المجرمين مشفقين مما فيه ويقولون يا ويلتنا ما لهذا الكتاب لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة ويقولون يا ويلتنا ما لهذا الكتاب لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة إلا أحصاها ووجدوا ما عملوا حاضرا ولا يظلم ربك أحدا وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس كان من الجن ففسق عن أمر ربه أفتتخذونه وذريته أولياء من دوني وهم لكم عدو بئس للظالمين بدلا.
جزاكم الله خيرا, Shaykh. We're going to take another 1 minute break, inshallah. Subhanallah. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له لا إله إلا الله لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا. اللهم اجعل هذا رمضان لنا ولا علينا. استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله. Inshallah, we return. Can we get the verse page back?
ما أشهدتهم خلق السماوات والأرض ولا خلق أنفسهم وما كنت متخذ المضلين عضدا ويوم يقول نادوا شركائي الذين زعمتم فدعوهم فلم يستجيبوا لهم وجعلنا بينهم موبقا ورأى المجرمون النار فظنوا أنهم مواقعوها ولم يجدوا عنها مصرفا ولقد صرفنا في هذا القرآن للناس من كل مثل وكان الإنسان أكثر شيء جدلا وما منع الناس أن يؤمنوا إذ جاءهم الهدى ويستغفروا ربهم إلا أن تأتيهم سنة الأولين أو يأتيهم العذاب قبلا وما نرسل المرسلين إلا مبشرين ومنذرين ويجادل الذين كفروا بالباطل ليدحضوا به الحق واتخذوا آياتي وما أنذروا هزوا ومن أظلم ممن ذكر بآيات ربه فأعرض عنها ونسي ما قدمت يداه إنا جعلنا على قلوبهم أكنة أن يفقهوه وفي آذانهم وقرا وإن تدعهم إلى الهدى فلن يهتدوا إذا أبدا وربك الغفور ذو الرحمة لو يؤاخذهم بما كسبوا لعجل لهم العذاب بل لهم موعد لن يجدوا من دونه موئلا وتلك القرى أهلكناهم لما ظلموا وجعلنا لمهلكهم موعدا وإذ قال موسى لفتاه لا أبرح حتى أبلغ مجمع البحرين أو أمضي حقبا فلما بلغا مجمع بينهما نسيا حوتهما فاتخذ سبيله في البحر سربا فلما جاوزا قال لفتاه آتنا غداءنا لقد لقينا من سفرنا هذا نصبا قال أرأيت إذ أوينا إلى الصخرة فإني نسيت الحوت وما أنسانيه إلا الشيطان أن أذكره واتخذ سبيله في البحر عجبا قال ذلك ما كنا نبغ فارتدا على آثارهما قصصا فوجدا عبدا من عبادنا آتيناه رحمة من عندنا وعلمناه من لدنا علما قال له موسى هل أتبعك على أن تعلمني مما علمت رشدا قال إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا وكيف تصبر على ما لم تحط به خبرا قال ستجدني إن شاء الله صابرا ولا أعصي لك أمرا قال فإن اتبعتني فلا تسألني عن شيء حتى أحدث لك منه ذكرا فانطلقا حتى إذا ركبا في السفينة خرقها قال أخرقتها لتغرق أهلها لقد جئت شيئا إمرا قال ألم أقل إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا قال لا تؤاخذني بما نسيت ولا ترهقني من أمري عسرا فانطلقا حتى إذا لقيا غلاما فقتله قال أقتلت نفسا زكية بغير نفس لقد جئت شيئا نكرا قال ألم أقل لك إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا قال إن سألتك عن شيء بعدها فلا تصاحبني قد بلغت من لدني عذرا.
جزاكم الله خيرا فضيلة الشيخ. الحمد لله. اوكي الحمد لله. ان شاء الله سنراكم غدا شيخ.
إن شاء الله.
بارك الله فيكم. نسأل الله العظيم أن يرزقكم وأسرتكم يعني جنة الفردوس الأعلى شيخ.
زمان يا رب زمان إن شاء الله. جزاكم الله خير.
نراكم غدا شيخ.
إن شاء الله.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم وبركاته.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we have finished the 15th juz. Now we're going to be starting the 16th juz tomorrow. And Alhamdulillah, without further delay, I'm going to call my beloved Shaykh Abu Ubaid. He can unmute himself and come on, Shaykh. Tafadhal. Ah, نسيت الدعاء.
لا بأس لا بأس. Dua is an important after every recitation.
Subhanallah.
Not necessary. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.
How is Shaykh? Was you okay?
Yes, alhamdulillah, Shaykh. Yes, so we're gonna obviously go for the summary of the verses that we've covered, Shaykh. So we want you to enlighten us and make sure, basically, hopefully, we can benefit from the verses that we've read and take some the benefit and trying to impact it in our lives, inshallah.
Inshallah ta'ala. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين نبينا وإمامنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته everyone. Surah Isra is all surahs are favorite surahs, no doubt about it, but Surah Isra, it's an amazing surah for various reasons. Let me give you the first theme of Surah Isra, and then I'll give you the second theme. There's two or three themes generally in every surah. I can even say there are usually 3 to 5 themes in every surah. So Surah Isra is one of those surahs. It has a few themes. The first theme, however, is the theme of comforting Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, consoling him, and elevating his status and rank to the highest level over Ibrahim alayhi salam. And this incident in the beginning of Surah Isra, this incident made Ibrahim and Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam officially, he made Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam higher in terms of status and rank and position and love from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala above the whole creation, including Jibril alayhi salam and including Ibrahim alayhi salam. The comforting of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam began from Yusuf alayhi salam. Began from the surah of Yusuf alayhi salam. That's when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had the most difficult of 3 years in Mecca. This is when even the whole Quraysh tribe with other tribes came together and began to boycott Bani specifically the Bani Hashim of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So his immediate tribe, his immediate family of Abdul Muttalib, right? They were boycotted and they were ousted from their homes. No one was allowed to buy and sell from them. Nothing. So that time, the Sahaba, subhanAllah, were actually eating from trees, and they were eating grass and they were eating leaves, subhanAllah. And Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam asked about that, right? He used to say that was the most difficult time of his since he became a prophet. One of the most difficult time. One was Uhud, and this was in Mecca. This was one of the most difficult time he went through. That's when also his beloved uncle passed away, and on top of the sadness, he passed away upon kufr, upon disbelief. So that grieved him a lot. And Allah revealed, "Innaka la tahdi man ahbabt." You cannot guide the one whom you love, and that shows that there was so much grief and sadness and sorrow in the heart of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, because obviously Abu Talib at the old age helped him a lot and supported him morally in principle and in terms of protecting him as his nephew. Then obviously Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha, his beloved wife, right? The immense love he Sallallahu had for Khadija, it's unbelievable. I don't think we can even fathom the immense, deep admiration, respect, care, love he Sallallahu had for Khadija radiallahu anha. So much so that Aisha used to become jealous when the Prophet ﷺ, every time he used to bring about Khadija's name, the way he used to talk about her, Aisha anha used to become jealous, and Sallallahu always, when it comes to any other woman with Aisha, Sallallahu used to usually give in and showed that the Sallallahu loves Aisha more. But when it comes to Khadija, he didn't show that. Rather, he used to even explicitly say, "Ma badalani khayran minha," which means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not replace me with someone better than her. Allahu Akbar. Hadith Muslim Ahmad. So she passed away. When she passed away, and remember, Sallallahu by then he was a prophet for 13 years. And obviously by then Khadija was older than him, and was getting old. And his Sallallahu was also old. So he could have married anyone if he wanted to, but he didn't. He stayed with Khadija anha until she passed away, subhanAllah. Shows that immense connection and love. So when she passed away, this was three griefs. So the grief of the Quraysh and other tribes surrounding Mecca, boycotting Muhammad ﷺ for the sake of the deen, remember, for the sake of the deen, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and for the sake of what Muhammad ﷺ representing. Secondly, Abu Talib passed away, who was morally in principle and in terms of physically protecting him. And thirdly, his beloved his beloved wife, who was his beloved companion in thick and thin. In every way, she was there to support him. And obviously she was the first Muslim. Right? She passed away, radiallahu ta'ala anha. So this grieved him, obviously internally, emotionally, psychologically. This was very, very hard and heavy on him. And if you can imagine, the Meccan people have turned against him, militarily, politically, right? His moral support, Khadija, anha, emotional, psychological support, she passed away. His political support, right? He also passed away. Obviously, this was devastating for Muhammad ﷺ. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the midst of all of this grief and sadness, remember that principle we said yesterday, the more vulnerable you are, the more weak you are, the more emotionally sad and sorrows you go through and grief you go through, Allah is there to help you out. So here, at that moment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevates this abd. Allah says, subhanallah, the asra bi abdihi. Allah says, Allah took him, elevated him, right? In an exalted, glorified manner. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala glorifies him because of what he did to his slave Muhammad, because it was done in a out of this world, right? Cause and effect, as we said, cause and effect was taken out when it comes to this. Muhammad was elevated from his house in Mecca with soul and body, right? Within the moment of the night. So everything was, you can say, went in slow motion mode. And when it comes to Muhammad, he was in lightning speed, but for him it did not feel like a lightning speed, right? From there he went to Masjid. Allah took him to Masjid Al-Aqsa, and from there, by Buraq, by a beautiful, you can say, horse-like fast, such a fast that as far as I can see, that's how its one leap is, one gallop is. That's how fast it is, the fastest creation for this earth. This buraq was given to Ibrahim al-Islam, or a similar buraq was given to Ibrahim al-Islam. He went to Masjid al-Aqsa. He led all the prophets. He was the Imam. He led all the prophets, tied the buraq there. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with Jibreel al-Islam elevated him to the first heaven, and then the second sky, and then the third sky. All of this was taken all the way. He met all the father prophets, including Adam al-Islam, including his father Adam al-Islam and Ibrahim al-Islam, and then he went further all the way to Sidratul Muntaha, and then Jibreel al-Islam said that this is enough for me, I cannot go beyond this. And then he went and he met Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He did not see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He met him, he spoke with him. There was conversation going on between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then there Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the 5 obligatory Obviously, in the beginning it was 50. He came down to Musa Islam. Musa Islam go back, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reduce it, and they kept reducing it 5, 5, 5. Eventually, it came down to 5 obligatory salah. So our actual revelation of 5 obligatory salah was not in the earth. It was actually in Sidratul Muntaha and in the highest level of the creation of Allah Jalla wa Ala subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this incident, it was a historical incident. It took place in reality. No one can deny it. It was proven to even the people who disbelieved in Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, because he was able to say, whilst he was in Mecca, he was able to say about Masjid al-Aqsa. He was also able to say the caravans that were going and that were coming, because he saw those caravans going and those who were returning. He saw all of that. So he was able to say. So it's proven historically that this took place. Subhanallah. And this was such an honor to Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It was the greatest honor in this world for Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Surah Isra is about officially elevating Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam to the highest level and position of love, and his status and rank to be the greatest creation ever to be created, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And in this surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also mentions about the honor of us human beings, that Allah created us in a very honorable way, and we can become even honorable than some of the angels. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I'll give you that verse. Verse number 70. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. We have honored the children of Adam. And then Jalla wa Ala says how he honored us. He honored us from the jinns by giving us the intellect to produce and to make without emotions being involved. So he gave that to us, ingenuity and creativity, right? Without there being much emotion. And also Allah gave us the choices and options for us to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and even come from some of the angels, we can be elevated beyond some of the angels. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala affirmed that in Surah Isra verse 70. So Surah Isra, the theme of Surah Isra is about honoring Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam officially to the highest, loftiest status and rank, and he's the greatest creation ever. And officially also honoring us human beings to be above the jinns, and also that some of us, through worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with devotion, with sincerity, with honesty, can become even higher in status and rank than some of the angels. So Surah Isra in a nutshell is a theme of honoring, firstly Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and secondly us human beings who amongst us become devoted Muslims and devoted worshippers of Allah Jalla wa Ala subhanahu wa ta'ala. Barakallahu
fikum. Alhamdulillah, beautiful summary, Shaykh. Alhamdulillah. I hope everyone benefited from this summary. Again, if you want to read more about Surah Isra, you can read the tafsir that are available in English and in Arabic. The Shaykh mentioned already in Arabic. What's the best tafsir in Arabic for?
Tafsir Sa'di and Tafsir Sha'rawi. Sha'rawi for Imani wise, Tarbiyah wise, Tafsir Sha'rawi is the best. When people ask me where did I learn some of my deductions in tafsir, obviously my first teacher is Imam Ibn Qayyim, rahimahullah ta'ala, right? I learned reading his books. I learned how to deduct or find gems within the Qur'an of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the second teacher is Sha'rawi, Imam Sha'rawi rahimahullah ta'ala from Egypt.
Shaykh, we've got a few questions. If you're happy, we can ask a few questions.
Bismillah. Choose the best ones, which are related to Ramadan and Ibadah and so forth.
Yeah.
And then you can ask questions outside that, as long as it's beneficial for everyone.
Yes, inshallah. Okay. So I think people are still posting questions. There's a few questions here, but I'll start with someone who's a new Muslim, Sheikh. They want to know if they can do the Shahada by themselves. Also, what advice can you give them?
Now, to become Muslim, to actually become Muslim, you can say the Shahada by yourself and khalas, you become Muslim. Even if you simply believe or do any acts of worship internally or externally, you become Muslim. Becoming Muslim is simply you acknowledging that there is the meaning of La ilaha illallah. Just acknowledge that in your heart, and then you take the means to establish that within yourself first and foremost, and khalas, you become Muslim. As for the witnessing, people witnessing of the Shahada and so forth, that is more for the community. The community then to, for example, say salam to you, and for you to say salam back to them. For the community, if you need zakat, for the community can give zakat and so forth. So the witnessing is done for the sake of the community then, right? The social activities, you can be involved with the social activities and so forth. Marriage, divorce, zakat, judiciary laws, state laws, family laws, all of that can apply upon you. That's why you need witnesses for saying the Shahada. But that doesn't mean that you have to have the witnesses in order for you to become Muslim. I don't need witnesses for you to become actually Muslim in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All you have to do is either utter the Shahada or do any acts of specific to the Muslims of worship to Allah Jalla wa ala, like salah, or like fasting towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only, right? Then khalas, you become Muslim, inshallah ta'ala.
Inshallah.
What was the second part of the question? That's the first part.
What can you advise them after they take the Shahada? What would you advise?
The first thing is try to, now because of the internet, try to connect with new Muslim organizations who can help you with studying Islam, learning Islam, and having companions who are knowledgeable in Islam, who are also role model for the community in terms of worship and bonding with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's straight away, right? Try to find people local, obviously, not far distant, local as possible, so you can meet them, see them, see how they live, see how they eat, and benefit from them in terms of the belief, and also in terms of knowledge, and also in terms of character, inshallah ta'ala.
Inshallah. Just on that note, Sheikh, just to let the audience know, we haven't announced it yet, but we are working behind the scenes to provide something for the new Muslims and the new practicing brothers and sisters, inshallah. We should be coming online soon to help you in your beginning stages of your Islam and your Deen. So we are looking into it. So inshallah, we will help you soon, inshallah.
Dar Al-Arqam, you mean?
Huh?
Dar Al-Arqam, you mean, yeah?
Yes, Dar Al-Arqam. So we are working on this, Sheikh, already. Again, just keep making dua for us, and hopefully we can finalize something by July. I'm hoping June, July. Again, do sign up to our WhatsApp alerts and any other emails. You can email us to be registered on our emailing list. So whatever adverts we have, you'll be aware of whatever courses we'll start to introduce, inshallah. Okay, so Sheikh, the next question?
Yeah.
Okay, someone wants to know more about Khidr alayhi salam.
Khidr alayhi salam, some of the ulama, they said he was the greatest wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And some of the ulama took him to be one of the prophets of Allah Jalla wa ala subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ibn Hajar rahimahullah ta'ala mentions around 30 plus evidences that he was a prophet of Allah Jalla wa ala subhanahu wa ta'ala. In any case, he was one of the greatest wali of Allah Jalla wa ala subhanahu wa ta'ala, if not the greatest wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if he was a prophet, then obviously he was one of the greatest also prophets of Allah Jalla wa ala subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's not alive. He has passed away, time of Musa alayhi salam. So he's not alive, as some extreme people claim. Now, he's not alive. He passed away time of Musa alayhi salam.
I was going to ask that question. But anyway, Sheikh, on another note, I've got another question myself, if that's okay, Sheikh. Basically, I just wanted to know, how important is it that you have a leader in the community or a person who gives you tarbiyah? Obviously, I saw the benefits myself in terms of the mistakes you make throughout your life and, you know, in your deen and everything. Then, you know, you get someone who's senior to guide you and to show you the right way. How important is it that someone has a senior person that they can look up to, especially someone who's got the Islamic understanding and the background of the deen and everything behind them, Sheikh?
One of the greatest mindset of a Muslim, as soon as he becomes a Muslim, is that he's part of the ummah. Ummah of the past, ummah of the present, and ummah of the future. Okay, and the second mindset, if there is ummah, then there's a hierarchy. Straight with there's a hierarchy. There's always people above you in authority, in position, and even in power. Soon as you step, even in your own house, there's a father. As a human being, his authority over you as a human being, right? And as a Muslim, he has now a double authority, because Allah instructs him to be the authoritative person in the house. So there's a structure there. But when the father goes out from the house, who's his leader? His leader is the one that community either silently, tacitly agree that, you know, in our problems, in our situations, he's the best person to go to, because he's the most wisest person in finding solutions to our social problems and our domestic local problems. So within the community, there will be also few leaders, and one will be the main leader. This is how Allah created the creation. And within the Muslim community, right, we have leaders, we have role models, yes, but we also have leaders in terms of authority that we have to go, and we have to have samina wa ta'na towards them. It's a shara, it's an instruction from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we obey them. And if we don't seek them out, right, if we don't, because you have them, they are your leaders. That's a reality, the sight of Allah, right? They are your leaders. Allah will ask you, for example, if there's a domestic issue, and you have your own opinion, and you follow your own opinion, and you have these people there, you don't go to them, you don't ask them, and even if you know they have an opinion on this matter and you disobey and you go another way, Allah will take you into account. First, Allah will ask you, why do you go and ask so-and-so? You knew so-and-so existed. Why didn't you go and ask so-and-so? And then if you knew this was his opinion, why did you follow your own opinion when you knew that he was more knowledgeable than you, he was more wiser than you, he was more aware than you, right? You'll have no answer, because Allah has instructed you to obey them. Allah has instructed you to obey them. Allah didn't instruct you to obey yourself when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his deen in this dunya life and establishing the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Did not allow you to follow yourself and obey yourself. Allah instructed you to follow the people who are leaders above you. So all of us have leaders, right? I have leaders above me, and people above them have leaders above them, and so forth. So we all have leaders, and that way you put the ummah in a very structured hierarchy manner, in a very physical, tangible way. And that way the ummah becomes united very quickly and very swiftly. Anyone who does not give the samina wa ta'na to the people that deserve samina wa ta'na, they have ego and pride and arrogance, and there's no doubt about that. Don't have any doubts. Don't think, if I don't give samina wa ta'na to so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so amongst our community, I don't have ego, I don't have pride, I don't have arrogance. No, my brother and sister, you have ego, you have pride, and you have arrogance, you have stubbornness. And these are diseases of your nafs. These are distraction of shaitan. And you are being a means and a part of this uniting the ummah, and whether be it local, be it national, be it international. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will account it. Because Allah says very clearly, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul wa ulil amri minkum. And the people who are above you, they will be either legal positions, they'll be above you, or not legal, but their sharia will have all the sifat, all the characteristics of them being in that position. The characteristics will be there, and thereby we, the community, have to give them that position, have to give them that position. And the mu'minin, the true mu'minin, the true believers, naturally will give that position too, because they have no ego. They want the best for the community, they want the best for themselves, and they naturally will surrender to their people, right, who are above them in terms of piety, who are above them in terms of knowledge, who are above them in terms of better character, who are above them in terms of skill, who are above them in terms of wisdom, who are above them in terms of judgment. Now they'll straight away give Sami'na wa Ata'na to those people. Now, so as soon as the mindset is, as if you're the boss of the house and if you're the leader of the house, soon as you step outside the house, you're not the boss anymore, you're not the leader anymore. There are Muslims and mu'minun, siddiqun, sadiqun out there in your local areas who are above you in authority, who are above you in position, who are above you in hierarchy, and they have every right to take you into account, and they have every right to even say, ittaqillah, don't do this, and they have every right for them to say, you can't disobey this opinion. They have this authority in their hands, as long as obviously the Muslim community, the mu'minun specifically, give them that authority, then they have that full authority to even command and be assertive on the opinions and advice and even suggestions. Barakallahu fikum. There's a clip I think you'll find on YouTube of me that says something like, we need to change our mindset from teacher and student to leaders and followers. Yeah, watch that clip. It's on our YouTube channel, inshallah.
Jazakumullah khairan, Shaykh. This was a very important question for all of us, especially those who are coming into their deen and they want to lead their own way, Shaykh. Okay, Shaykh, I've got another question, Shaykh.
Yeah.
Someone messaged. Just give me 1 second. Basically, it's about someone giving the zakat. I know you've answered that before, but someone's listening in now, and they want to know that can they give the zakat to a family who hasn't got any wealth or anything coming in, and they've sent their young son, who's 13 years old, abroad, and he needs funding in terms of his expenses and his living expenses, Sheikh.
Yeah, when it comes to zakat, always be careful who you give it to. The ones you should give it to are the people who are the poor in that community. The community, say for example, so-and-so is poor, right? So they may be poor compared to us, but in their local area, are they poor? So that is key. And then obviously, are they surviving well or are they not surviving well? These are the things you need to look at. And if you genuinely think and believe that they are poor or they need that money, it's emergency or it's essential need of theirs, then you can give it, inshallah ta'ala.
Okay, I think that's it, Sheikh. I don't think anyone else is asking me.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second, Sheikh. Let me just check. Okay, does one change the area spot in which they prayed the Fard Salah for the Sunnah prayer? So
You change it?
Say for example, one's praying.
Yeah, you can change it. You can change it. You don't have to change it, but if you want to change it, you can change it. And if you change it, it may be better in the sense that different place witnessed you praying. Yeah, and also you pray Fard in one place, and then there's so many wisdoms behind it. Ulama have mentioned it. So yes, you can change the place where you pray your Fard, but you do not have to. Do not have to. No.
Okay. Another question, Sheikh. There's another question. If someone listens to the Qur'an and they complete the Khatm by listening, is that considered as listening Khatm?
Yeah. Good question. Yeah. But obviously you should, if you know how to recite, then you should, the reward of that hadith in Tirmidhi is about you reciting and receiving the reward of the Khatam of the Quran. or the reward of the Quran being recited. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave some of the questions. Okay, so the last question. The mark on the forehead, does it mean that the person is in the wrong position in sujood, or is it a good sign for the person who's got the mark on the forehead, Shaykh?
It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
It does not mean anything.
Okay. Jazakumullah khairan, Shaykh. So we'll end the questioning.
The only meaning it can mean that the floor is hard and rough.
Allah. Okay, Jazakumullah khairan, Shaykh.
I will just quickly, I will say something, and that is, some of you may know I'm raising money for Dar Al-Arqam. Every Ramadan I raised for Dar Al-Arqam. Obviously, throughout the year we don't raise money for Dar Al-Arqam. We suffice only in Ramadan. And specifically myself, I don't raise Dar Al-Arqam for Dar Al-Arqam throughout the year. I only raise it for during the month of Ramadan. My target this year is 20K, my brothers and sisters. And as you know, alhamdulillah, we've been providing free Islamic knowledge and other activities for free for all different ages, for all different groups, for brothers and sisters for good 12 years now and plus. We want to continue like this, providing and serving our community. This year, our overall target is 100K. And we've raised around 25K. So we're still far away from our overall target, which is 100K. Inshallah, if we achieve this month 100K, then inshallah for the community we've got a good surprise, inshallah ta'ala. So we need to reach 100K this Ramadan. Please pass the message on to your families and friends. Share our videos, share our pages, and support us. And my personal page, which I am raising, is 20K. So those brothers and sisters who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed them with wealth, right? There are so many smart causes out there for you to support, there's no doubt. But take some good portion of your wealth and give a sadaqah jariyah to this one of these smart causes, which is the Arqam, inshallah ta'ala. And help us to raise personally for myself 20K. My page is muslimgiving.org / Abu Ubaid, ABUUBAID. I said that again, muslimgiving.org / Abu Ubaid, UBAID. Please kindly go there and donate as much as you can. And if you want to donate large amounts of money, then you can email Dar Al-Arqam and get in contact with me. You can then donate it directly to our accounts, by which then not a single pence will be lost, inshallah ta'ala. Barakallahu feekum. Taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum salih al-amal. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your deeds, elevate your status and rank in this dunya and the akhirah, cure our sins and diseases, protect us from illnesses, relieve our sadness and sorrows and grief, make us attain our potential as human beings, and make us attain our potential as Muslims, and make us honorable people living upon the surface of the earth, front of our eyes of our parents, our siblings, and our communities, and make us amongst those people who change the course of this ummah and the humanity at large. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khairan, Fadilat al-Shaykh. Shaykhana, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and your family, protect you, give you righteous offsprings, and raise your ranks in this dunya and in the hereafter, Shaykh. Okay, just to close off, some of the brothers and sisters had difficulties in signing in to the Zoom account. We use the same link every day. So if you don't receive a WhatsApp message, you can follow the same link as the previous day. So whoever has that link, please join. And those of you who hasn't joined our WhatsApp alert list, then the number, I've posted it, which is 0780 44 26267. So you can text that number, WhatsApp that number, and write text alert. So they will automatically add you to the alert list. Also, try and follow our Instagram account, which is Dar Al-Arqam UK. Inshallah, try and follow our Instagram account and like our videos and spread our da'wah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from us. Again, we'll end the day by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
This September, we want to launch a free and fully resourced 2-year Islamic program that will take its first cohort of male and female students and develop them into worshippers, institution builders, and